The last one is about consciousness. By the two appearances of arising and ceasing, attached to the wondrous luminous true mind, knowing arises. The essence of knowing reflects dharmas, meaning everything, and together with dharmas, it becomes the root. The source of the root is called the four pure gray elements. Thus, it is called the thinking mind, like seeing within the dark chamber. The floating root and four does flow and rush towards dharmas, or everything. This piece is talking about your brain, the mind, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Those are the 6 roots. The last root encompasses the rest. So the sensation of the other roots, and there's an awareness in your brain, like seeing within a dark chamber. The brain at night when you sleep, you close your eyes and you don't have dreams, like Lian Sheng said. No dreams, then there's no consciousness at all. When you have no consciousness at all, that's no thought. Do you know that the state of no thought is the Buddha Samadhi, the jewel of Buddha Samadhi? What is that? No thought. That means you don't want to have any thoughts. The eyes are the source of those random thoughts, and the ears are the source of those thoughts, and also the nose is the source of the smelling thoughts, and the tongue is the root of the source of all tasting thoughts, and the body too. And your brain, your thoughts are the source of your random thoughts of knowing. Those are all false and illusory, and they cover and conceal the wondrous luminous true mind, and they glued on it. So, but when you eliminate all those 6 roots, then you become no thought. No thought is the true Buddha jewel Samadhi. That's why when you have no thoughts whatsoever, your inner mind will radiate light. Only then the wondrous luminous true mind will appear. If you have so many thoughts on it, how can you see it? It's just like all those dark clouds covering the sunlight. That's why the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind are all false and illusory. If, when you meditate, you often hear disciples say, they have so many thoughts when they sit, when they meditate, all kinds of thoughts appearing. They cannot chant the sutra, even the short hiking sutra. I'll look at this one.
Nam Chiang Công Phi Biểu Phát Trọng Hội Sư Sở Xin Trọng Y Vương Hội Phước Cầu Thi Nữ Tiền Vương Hội Phát Hữu Phước Trung Công Trọng Sư Tử Yếu Hy Hội Phước Xin Xin Thông Hội Biểu Sư Điều Lý Công Hội Phước Công Công Nhật Tầm Hội Xin Chú Công Nhật Bô Hội Quê Kỳ Chi Hội Bị Lại Hành Kẹp Chánh Hội Chánh Ngộ Phát Hữu Bản Ngộ Chánh Hội Ngộ Phát Hóa Chánh Hội Bài Kim Công Trọng Hội Tiền Công Hội Điều Hông Điều Hữu Mèo Tổng Hông Vô Công Hoạt Tiền Ngộ Mèo Chuyên Nhân Hội Nam Hông Chịu Kinh Hoa Hội Sẽ Hông Chô Hông Xin Thông Nhằm Vào Hội Phát Hông Hoạt Tiền Chương Chánh Hội Trọng Hông Bố Tổ Tiền Tiền Phước Chủ Hội Hạ Hông Sản Kỳ Quái Nông Hội Bố Lượng Chú Hội Tổ Bố Hội Sẽ Cao Mô Lý Hội Mi Lễ Hội Á Số Hội Mi Tổ Hội Trong những ý chế众生在会世界中讲，亚朵海底上给盖一空中，只有一切众生个人安稳修持，走下修持，心掌成松出间，能给神息扩消解住斗哈。那么大面观身、观面观身、各面观身、开面观身，有龙菩萨、有相菩萨、文殊师利菩萨、普贤菩萨、虚空众菩萨、地藏菩萨、清凉菩萨、一般菩萨、包括如来化现菩萨。两人上出跟求的世尊之讲，就要离波地，叫地，多罗尼地，尼阿那地，比尼尼地，摩伽地，只能前地耍。你要懂得念。
You need to know how to chant, and when you chant, you should not have any distracting thoughts. Sometimes when you chant, just a piece, and then a thought comes, and then another name, another thought, and another thought. How can you chant like that? Hiking Sutra is so short, and you already have random thoughts appearing. How can you enter into meditation? How can you reach the state of no thought? Oh my God.
我常常讲那些讲说，哎呀，
I often hear that those, oh, I have so many thoughts when I meditate. That's normal. It's abnormal if you have no thoughts. As soon as you meditate, you have no thoughts at all. Ooh, that's really divine. That's abnormal. You're not normal people. So you need to train, you need to practice. Spiritual cultivation is very difficult.
可能
Asking them to have no thoughts, that's impossible. So you replace them with something like visualization.
期待
You replace your thoughts with visualization.
六个关
The infinite life,
Sutra.
in infinite light, there are 16 different kinds of contemplations, visualization to handle or to overcome your random thoughts until you reach no thought. That's the tantric
密教的法，
dharma practices.
阿弥陀经是净土宗，所以
Amitabha Sutra is Mahayana, but the contemplation of the infinite life, that's Tantric Buddhism. So they're interrelated, Mahayana and Tantrayana.
的方法来替代万念。
So you use visualization method to replace the random thoughts till when you visualize with complete focus, you reach the state of no thought. And when you reach the state of no thought, you naturally become non-leaking. Now do you understand when I explain it this way? It really is very difficult. However, you still have to be able to accomplish it. In Tantric Buddhism, we use methods of visualization. So when you visualize, you should not have any other thoughts. When you chant mantra, chant sutra, chant the Buddha's name, you should not have any random thoughts. You should overcome till you reach single-mindedness, and that's one-pointedness.
所以要到西方极乐世界两个方，
To go to Sukhavati, there are two requirements, two methods. One, you have to have good roots or good karma. We do the mundane giving and also the holy giving. There are two kinds of givings. Giving dharma to deliver sentient beings, that's giving dharma, the holy dharma giving. And the mundane giving is to give money and help to the poor and needy and disaster relief, to help humans. Also giving dharma. There's also giving dharma. That's the holy
要引
giving.
导人念。
In your spiritual cultivation, you have to reach the state of no thoughts. At first, you replace your random thoughts with visualization until you have no thoughts arising, then you can be reborn in the Buddha land, Buddha verses and Pure Lands. Two requirements. You have to have good roots and single-mindedly be mindful or chant the Buddha's name. That's about the Amitayus Contemplation Sutra.
心不乱，他们练
Look at all those Dharma brothers in the Zhangyi prison in Singapore, that they single-mindedly chant the Hiking Sutra. So they were all reborn to the Pure Land, even when they committed such horrendous crimes, let alone us. The key point is in the single-mindedness and to have good thoughts or good root. You must be chanting or be mindful of the Buddha.
要意念。
The mind is extremely important. That's the most important one, the last one. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. The mind is like the waterfall. Then you change it into the great river and then little stream, then into the quiet lake. That's single-mindedness. That's how you cultivate spiritually.
所以无漏法也是一心不乱的。
So that's why non-leaking Dharma practice is also single-mindedness.